So hey you guys, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Justry, and today you guys on my channel, if y'all read by the time I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, you guys, the end of a decade, to how my 2019 was, what are my plans for 2020. Basically, this is just like an end of the year wrap up. This is December 31st. I waited like the lazy fuck that I was feeling like. Not like the lazy fuck I was feeling like. But I had a lot of shit to do, y'all. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, woo chalet. And what is, alright, so let's get into the video. So you guys, in 2010, I was turning 14. I was 13 going on my 14, guys. So, it's the end of a decade. And before I even get into the video and like really get into like how my 2019 was, I want to talk about my decade. And I can say that for my decade from age 13 to 23 now, 13 going on 14 to be 23, going on 24, I've grown up so much. I have beat depression's ass. I have kicked my anxiety's ass. I've learned more about me. I've learned how to love me for me without the insecurities. I just stopped learning like how to blame people. I'm very pro-black. Never would I thought I'd be one of those people that you considered hotep. I don't even know what the fuck hotep means. I guess like whatever, but like extremely pro-black people. But I feel like I'm one of those. It is whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Fuck. This is why I always plan out my shit beforehand. But yeah, so that's how my decade has been. I've grown, I've evolved, I've been married, I've been divorced, I've like learned more about myself than I've ever like known. I've been tested this decade. This has been a trying decade for me. Say it with me, trying decade for me. Yeah. So yeah. I remember when I was 13, I didn't have no type of self-esteem. Like, a bitch called me ugly, I'd be like, you right, I am ugly. Now, bitch called me ugly, I'd be like, alright, thank you, appreciate your opinions, and ask for it. But yeah, agualelu, give me the water. So yeah, my decade has been nice, the end of a decade. I really feel like I'm starting to finally adult properly. And even though I may not be adulting like how I'm gonna adult, it is what it is. You live, you learn, you grow. So yeah. I mean, you live, you learn, you grow, and like life isn't like a race, it's a marathon. And clearly a marathon is a race, but it's not a race in the sense of like you gotta have it all together now. And I'd rather take my time getting it together and be happy than to be miserable and have it all together, or you know, whatever, because you only get one life to live. And it's this person on Instagram, he said, Derek Grace, he said he'd rather die what's the word? He said he'd rather die happy than perfect. And I was like, I'm on the same boat with you, because that's all I ever wanted to be in life, is happy. And I'm finally at a place where I love me, like genuinely love me, and it's not like without all the extras and the add-ons and other shit like that. Let me move this forward so y'all can go see. I'm in a genuine place where I actually love me genuinely, and it's not just like a facade or a front where it's like, I love me, you know what I'm saying? I've grown and I've matured. Like, this whole decade has just been amazing balls. But the most important thing I want to talk about in this video is my 2019, because the decade, like, so much shit has happened. Like, I'll be on here for hours telling y'all so much shit happened. But, I mean, if you follow my YouTube channel, then, like, you know. Like, you can go watch old story times, current story times, whatever. I would suggest you do that so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. Just to give y'all some hard to do. Go check out my video, and you'll see the progression of me over the last 2-3 years I've been on YouTube. But, yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 2-3 years. I don't know. I don't keep track of this shit. But, I've been on YouTube for about 2-3 years now. And when it comes down to it, oh, shit, nuts now. But when it comes down to it, like, I've done story times and life updates and shit like that. I feel like y'all should go check out my channel and y'all can go see how my 10 years have been, because I feel like that's what I've really been talking about, mostly my decade. But let's go get and hop into 2019, you guys. How's my 29 treating me? Did 2019 beat my ass? How has life been treating me? At the beginning of my 2019, I found out I had the disease, honey. I found out I had like a bunch of STDs, and I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt and devastated. And right when I found out or whatever, I had to go to the clinic. Whew, that hurt. I wasn't making no money, no real money anyway. I was broke as a joke. Like it was just terrible. Like, woo, Chalet, honey, I had to go to the clinic for that. I really did. And at the time, I had just got out of a like 3.5 year on and off relationship with somebody. And when you do that, like, people think like, oh, it's so easy, you can just hop back out there. It's not easy as people try to make it seem. Like, it really isn't. Like, it was tough. Like, it was really hard on me because I wanted to cry, high key, low key. I'm finna perfect this shit today, motherfucker. But if it don't come out right, y'all, I'm trying. I really am. I tried so hard. But no, on a serious note though, it was just like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, at the time, like, I felt really devastated. I felt heartbroken. I was like distraught. At the time, I was really, really hurt. And it's like so hurt to the point where I could not eat, sleep, nothing. Like, people were like, oh, it's so easy. All you have to do is just do this. And I'm like, cool beans. And yeah. So let's go try to follow instructions today. So basically, I just realized that I was really broken at the time, and I ended up talking to some dude who me and him are beefing at this point. Like, we don't even talk to each other no more. We don't talk, we don't speak, we don't do none of that to this day. And I can honestly say that I'm kind of glad we don't talk, because I don't think that we would have much to talk about anyway. He was just like a rebound, like somebody to like a temporary fix. But at the time I thought like, oh, I'm fine, I was over it. No, I was not. I was really hurt. And the only thing that like really honestly like kept me from like snapping or going off, should I say, was just like having Kim around, because I think that's what saved me from like going to jail at the beginning of the year. I celebrated my birthday with my male best friend. Wow, a lot of shit happened. Me and old boy was still talking. He thought we was gonna go to Disney. I can say one thing about my male best friend. Even though like sometimes we go through our ups and downs, and sometimes he wants to date me, it never got to the point where he was like, oh man, whatever, like, I can't have her, nobody can. Like, he was always rooting for like other people to win. And I felt like that was a front. But it really isn't, because he really wants me to be happy. And I was like, oh, he really does love me, because I don't think I would be that understanding. It was somebody who I want to be with, and we that close. Oh, bitch, you gotta go. Bye. The fuck? So, yeah. Going from there, what else happened? I lost my job around that time. Yes, I did. After I bought my expensive ass birthday hair. Like, but you can't tell the future, so it is what it is. I literally lost my job. Like, that shit hurts. People always like, oh my gosh, you lost your job. It's not that big of a deal. Yes, it is. Because I was unemployed for like a good, and that's when my depression and anxiety really kicked in, and then my family started fucking with me. And something happened, did something happen? I don't know, but I know my anxiety, like, started fucking up, and I really wasn't good for, like, a couple of months. because I was trying to find a job. It's tough out here. Like, people don't understand, like, when you're looking for, like, a job and shit, like, that shit is tough. That shit is tough. Especially when won't nobody fucking hire you. Ooh, boy, you be hurt. You be the hurt. You be... What? Motherfuckers do not understand the hurts. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's not that serious. And yes, I ain't never been fired. And they can't find work. Like, McDonald's wouldn't even hire me, bro. That's their hurt. So yeah. And then when I did find a job, ended up getting laid off due to budget cuts and the program not being needed as much or whatever. Then that put me back in there. Then I ended up not working for I don't want to say a good little minute, but I didn't work. Like, I really didn't work. And that really, like, was fucking with me because I was so used to making money. Like, people don't realize, like, when you're used to making money or, like, a certain amount of money, or, like, knowing, like, okay, if I go to work and I can do this, and then the only jobs that's hiring is, like, offering you, like, pennies and shit, and you're like, okay, I'll go take that. And even they don't hire you. Like, yeah, I was willing to be a janitor at one point in time. Like, and I wasn't happy. I really wasn't happy. And then I ended up working for another company, which is actually really dope. I actually like this company. Even though I almost lost my job this year because of over a lie at work, and some girl trying to fight me because her man wanted to sleep with me from the old job at the call center. But mind you, y'all know me, I be so naive sometimes. I just sometimes I ignore, like, sometimes I don't peep the obvious signs that a bitch is hating on me. I'd be like, oh, it is what it is. In reality, no, the bitch is hating. Yeah. Let's go moving forward. Yeah, alright, let me go get this eye here. Alrighty, there you go. Oh, the eyes. And then, what happened? Oh, yeah. So that's just on the work tip of 2019. Like, work has been up and down, up and down, up and down. In the relationship tip, I got out of a really bad relationship at the beginning of the year. I ended up using somebody as a rebound. That shit didn't work out. We ended up being cool till we weren't cool no more. Like, recently, we're not cool anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened. We just not cool no more. Which really, like, behooves me because I'm trying to figure out, like, when did we not become cool? I thought we were better than this. Not just some, petty, oh, yeah, whatever. I didn't really date much this year, and I fucked a lot less than I have over the years. I guess because I've grown and I'm matured and I figured out what I wanted. Like, yes, I've had some booty calls, like, you know, because you want what you want when you want it. But as far as that, like, no. I've lost friends. Like, I lost a really close person to me who was, like, really, really close to me. And she was helping me out with my family shit or whatever. Like, my family problems, and I was there for her. But I guess, like, when you get so close to somebody that, like, they don't appreciate you no more, that you have to let them go. And it's something that you don't want to do, but sometimes you have to do it because, you know, it is what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit fucked me up because, like, me and this girl, I think 6 months into, like, the toxic relationship I had got out of, for going back and forth with a cheater for like 3.5 years. I think like the 6th month she was there, and I never like really told her about, you know, whatever, and we've been like down. And she was like kind of, I guess one day she told me like I kind of forced myself on her, and I was like, if you didn't want me to be on you, that's all you had to say. And if that wasn't the case, you should just block me off everything, and I would have got the picture a long time ago. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you can't go back in the past and be like, okay, well, I'm so glad that we got this discussed or whatever. Now, can we move forward? Because clearly it wasn't working out. She was going through her rough patch, and when I tried to help, like, she didn't want my help. And I think that's the part that hurt me the most, because I'm such a giving person that I give gifts, time, and affection. And when you don't appreciate it, it makes me feel some type of way. And I never really learned her love language, because I realized, like, she never really showed me her love language, and I didn't. Now I realized, like, out of the 3 years that we've been friends, she's always been so closed off, and she hasn't been like, all right, let me be honest, let me be open, or like really emotionally available for me. So that kind of did something to me. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh no, it didn't do nothing to me. It really did. It made me feel some type of way, because I was like, oh, okay, cool beans, no problem. Not like, it is what it is. And then I was like, oh, she's not really my friend. Speaking of not really people really being your friends, I learned that you have to go into spiritual solitude so you can see things for what they are. A lot of people who were around me were like a bunch of snakes, and they were trying to use my good energy and like leeches. And it's not until recently till I can like see this thing, because I've like tapped into spiritual solitude. So like, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but like if certain people come around me, like I just see like snakes or leeches or like something, and I can pick up on people's energy and vibe, right? And I know it sounds crazy, but I really can. Like I started seeing stuff like spiritually. Like I started talking to myself and everything. I'd be like, Yeah, I remember like That's So Raven, like that. But just not the future, but just like with people's energy and shit. And then going from there, it was like going from there, it was just like kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, cool beans. Yeah, losing friends, jobs. Now I have a job that's like, I like it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, because I just started, so I could be giving high praises right now, and then like a month from now be like, I hate this motherfucking job. Why me? But no. In honesty, like honesty, 2019 has been like a year full of ups and downs. Like I've had family drama. Like I spent most of 2019 beefing with my family. And that is something that I really don't like to do. And I don't even want to get into a lot of it, but I'm going to tap into some of it. Like me and my mom had a big falling out. I was really jealous of the things that my mom was doing with other people. Like when she would be like, oh yeah, when people would comment on her shit, and then like it would like really piss me off, because I'd be like, I'm your daughter, like come up here. Like I always go down there, like that's a drive, you feel me? Like, I don't drive, I have to Uber and everywhere. And I would get like really jealous this year. My biological father, tried to come back into my life. Didn't work out like it was supposed to. I was really excited for that. And when it didn't work out, I wasn't really disappointed. I was more like, I just kind of knew it was going to happen. And I try not to be a negative Nancy or be like, oh, I kind of knew that's going to happen or whatever. But I just kind of peeped the signs. Like, he didn't really have the commitment that it took. And his wife seemed more interested in rebuilding a relationship. My uncles have said some really, a uncle has said some really mean shit to me. And the only words, like, every time I see him, I think, you're ruining a family. You're a whore. You're a bitch. Like, that's all I see. Like, that's all I hear every time I see him say. And I'm trying my hardest to, like, get over it and not be like, oh my gosh, it still bothers me to this day. But, like, if somebody's in your family who you so close with, who you was doing shit for their kids and them, and you was always there, and you was, like, the loving type person, like, that's just gonna hurt. Because words do hurt. I don't care what nobody says, especially when it comes to people that you love, especially your family. But one of my cousins made my holidays really great. And I can say this dude is, like, dope as shit. Like, honestly and truly. Like, he made my holidays. Like, he wasn't trying to sleep with me. Speaking of which, I had family members trying to sleep with me and everything. And then it was like, I'm sick of the shit. And they were like, oh, and they're like, I don't know. It was just kind of like, they were like, I had some family members that's trying to sleep with me, and then like my dad was like kicking it with them and shit, and I was like, why the fuck you kicking it with a nigga that's trying to sleep with me? Like, sometimes, like, I told you this is what it was, and then like you got mad at me, like you didn't want to talk to me, and then it's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. Like, everybody telling me what I should and what I shouldn't do. I'm like, everybody has an opinion on shit that doesn't really involve them. And then because I'm not moving how they want me to move, now I'm public enemy number one. or because I don't allow them to dictate to me how I'm gonna feel. Like, fuck you. Like, you don't get to run me, if it makes sense. Like, I have feelings. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, and I put emphasis when it comes down to it, I have feelings, and I want my feelings to be acknowledged. And you're not going to tell me how I should react to something because you want me to react this way, because you don't want to believe it. If you don't believe me, that's cool, but I feel like you should mind your business. Me and my brother have started back talking again. I'm mad geeked about that. He's coming back on the 1st. Wah, 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 wah. I cannot wait, y'all. I'm finna get this man either drunk as shit, or we just finna kick it, or I'm just finna wait till after payday and just like do some shit. Yeah. But my family, it's just like been a lot of family shit. Like, this whole entire year has been working, not working, trying to balance it out, trying to figure out what I want, trying to plan things out, trying to do this, trying to figure out where I want to go with my brand, if I want to continue my brand, or if I want to call it a brand or whatever. Like, just like a lot of stuff. Like, and this year has been a journey of self-love. Like, people don't realize like that self-love is hard. Like, loving yourself is tough. And people always think like, oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. Loving yourself is easy. No, it's not. It's just hard as shit. You have to accept yourself for who you are as a person. You can't sugarcoat. You cannot lie to yourself. Like, I realize like a lot of people like to lie to themselves or whatever about where they are at. But like, when you're dealing with self, like, you can't lie to yourself. And I think that's what people don't realize. Like, the moment you sit there and be like, oh, I'm fine, and you're not fine, then you're lying to yourself. And you're like, oh, I love me, but you're not showing actions of you loving you, and you're looking for validation outside of yourself, then that's not it. And I found like this whole year has been like, besides like stressful with family, work, and because it's just stressful. Like, it's just so stressful that when it was time for me to do my yearly yearbook, because I started doing that last year, I was like, oh, I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. And I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I went through this. I went through that. Because like this year, I'm not going to lie, it was like a year of tests for me. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it was just a year of testing me, like building me into the woman that I am. I feel like these tests are like any good decade. And I feel like I've passed a lot of tests. I'm not going to go into details of all the tests that I passed, because like, we'll be here for hours. My makeup will be like been done. But yeah, I lost friends, close friends. I thought that maybe I was the problem, but come to find out I wasn't the problem. They were, and they didn't really like the fact that I was holding them accountable for some of the things, and it just wasn't getting better. So I had to go cut it off. Like, sometimes you have to cut off really people who you think like would never do you like that. My family has been stressing me out. I have a few family members that I fuck with still to this day. They're really cool people. Speaking of which, speaking of family, somebody told me that some wild crazy shit. And I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. That is really crazy. And then after that, I was like, I'm leaving the state. Like, good. January 12th. All right, cool. So I ended up was like, all right, cool beans. I'll just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I was like, I'll just, fucking, oh, what can I get the word out? What is the word? I was like, I'm just gonna leave the state, because that's what I'm gonna do. Because that's what I want to do. I want to leave the state, and I want to live my life for me. Because I realized like I've been living my life for other people. Like, I help raise my brothers. Not only did I help raise my brothers, but like, I've been helping other people out. I haven't been doing things that I wanted to do because of fear. And I was like, I can't let that dictate to me how I'm going to move from going forward from here, because letting fear stop me from doing something that I want to do is like, as crazy as it sounds, it's like real. And when you're going through something, and when life is testing you and see if you really about what you say you about or whatever, Like, sometimes you, like, get distracted and little things stop you. And I was like, I have the energy train. Yeah. I did a lot of spiritual working on self shit and energy training to the point where it's like, even though this year was like tough for me in a sense, like where these were like new things that I had to deal with, like getting fired back to back to back to back to back to back to back, especially after I was doing my job. Like, that shit hurts. Like, nobody's gonna tell you like, oh, when you've been doing your job and you get fired, that's it hurt. They're like, oh, you can just get up, go back out there and get it up again and live your best life out there or whatever. And then like my whole dating life is just like great trash. It was just trash this whole entire year. I was like, I'm gonna be single come 2020. And not gonna lie, like, I wanted sex. I'm human. And when I wanted it, I couldn't get it. But when I didn't want it, everybody was offering it to me. I was like, somebody wants sex today. Like, don't be such, like, but when I wanted it, nobody wanted to give it to me. So I was like, okay. I ended up buying new toys. Oh, speaking of sex and hoo-ha, because we're already at the topic, you feel me? I kind of figured out how to get rid of my PCOS to where it's not as bad and it's not as awful anymore as it used to be. Like, now, like, woo, Chalet, I'm getting my shit together. Like, my whole body shit is, like, coming together from my PCOS, my mental. I even did a diet change, y'all. I'm in the process. Like, I bought my detox, and, yeah, I bought my detox. I brought my detox. And not only did I buy my detox, but, fuck, that wasn't a double charge. Oh, the shit's still on there. So, I bought my detox, and, fuck, I think it's too late to cancel the dispute. Fuck me. Shit. Fuck, I hope I didn't cancel my fucking order. Fuck, and I'm about to order a whole new one. Shit. I ordered like a whole detox. I found myself this year. I've really finally found my place where I love myself, me. I know. Or I'm in makeup or no makeup. I've cut my hair twice this year. I am going not through a midlife crisis, but I have cut my hair twice. Somebody's gonna think something's wrong with me. But I cut my hair twice. Have I fallen in love? Yes, I've had loves, but I fell in love with the things that I've done. Like, when I fell in love with teaching, I fell in love with like kids and shit. You know, I fell in love with my job. I fell in love with like not making money per se, because I don't want to make it seem like I've just been really shallow, because I haven't. But I fell in love with like the things and the tasks that come with my job. When I was a teacher, when I was taking in the hospital, I fell in love with that shit. And I didn't realize that all this shit was matching my vision board. Speaking of vision boards, I have to do a whole new one for 2020. I think I'm gonna just make one tomorrow on January 1st and then go from there. Yeah. If my family is watching this, I did get y'all Christmas gifts, but I canceled them because they was like, if you know, y'all know why I work at. You know. Like, they was on back order. Like, y'all's not finna get them gifts. All right? Y'all were not gonna get them gifts. And y'all just wasn't gonna get them gifts because I know what I know. So I just canceled my order because I would rather give y'all money than have I'd rather give y'all some money than have y'all waiting until like after January to get y'all gifts. And I don't even celebrate Christmas, so I just don't get some money. When I get paid, I'm gonna just send y'all some money because I'm waiting for my refund to hit my account, but it didn't hit my account yet, so I'm feeling some type of way. I feel some type of way. Yeah. What else? I got distracted like really quick. But this shit has been like really flourishing for me. Like, I've cut my hair twice. I figured out what I like, what I don't like. I've cut off a lot of people. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. I don't know what I like and what I don't like. I figured out how I want to be loved. I figured out what my gifts, what my love language is, and I figured out how I want people to show love to me. I got a therapist this year. I mean, I've really like grown up this year, and I've adulted so well to the point where like, oh yeah, guys, I'm moving to Texas. Yes, yeah, Texas. No more Florida for me. No more Florida for me. I'm just finna like get a truck, and yeah, give me a nice little truck. Pay for cash. Get my license, y'all. I done got my glasses so I can see now. Because at nighttime, a lot of y'all be like, oh, do I drive? Do I drive? No, I don't drive. One, because I used to have a real bad phobia of that, which I learned how to drive this year. I learned how to drive this year. I had a really bad phobia of driving. I got over that, and then I realized I couldn't see on the road. Because especially at nighttime, like, I did some... My homegirl, if we were still friends to this day, like, I would have brought her on here so she could tell y'all, like, how I almost crashed her car. I almost crashed Shorty's car. And it was not, but, like, it was a fun little experience, but it wasn't fun when it happened, alright? And me in my parking, like, ooh, Shelly, like, she trusted, like, ooh, a lot happened this year. But yeah. Finally got my glasses. Finally got over my exes. I'm finally in a place where I'm peaceful and I'm ready to go into 2020 with the new mindset. I wanted to hold today. I don't a lot of y'all. Like, I wanted to, like, you know, get some. And I wanted to get some things clear for clarity, because I know some people gonna call me and I don't want to be fake and phony and fraudulent when they call me and they be like, oh, well, this is what was said and da 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 da. And I just be sitting there looking like, I know the truth. Like, that's just not my thing. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and be like, I know the truth of what happened. And even though I found out the truth, like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt to see if they're gonna tell me the truth. Negroes do not tell the truth. They don't. I mean, I don't want to say Negroes, but people in general do not tell the truth. Especially when you ask them about some stuff. Like, they'll look at you and be like, it's not like that. It is like that, stupid. Like, I've caught you in your acts. Like, you're caught up. Got me feeling, babe, caught up. Like, you're caught up. And it's okay to be caught up. But, like, don't lie to me. You don't have to lie to me. And I'm just like, oh, I don't have time for your games today. I don't have time for your lying today either. But, shit, you lying to my face? I know somebody gonna be looking at me like, why we gotta lie to you? Like, what we gotta lie to you for? There's no reason to lie. My point exactly. There's no reason to lie. Not a one. But you lying. Yeah, so 2019 has been really good to me. My decade, I've grown so much in a decade. Like, I feel like if I didn't grow in a decade, I would be so sad. Like, because it's the end of a decade, y'all. Like, I've tried things that I've thought was interesting, like cornstarch, never again. Alright, so before y'all, okay, I know I got there, but that's a random point or whatever. But this year I was like, okay, let me go try some shit that's new that I like. And I like ASMR cornstarch. Like cornstarch eating, especially when they get those chunky crunches. Oh my gosh, I did that, and I don't know if I cooked it wrong, whatever. But it's just not a really good taste. Like, I tasted the powder, I tasted the chalk form. It's not good. Chalk is dry. Recreating ASMR is not hard, but a lot of work, and I'd be tired. I don't be having time for all of that. I should go have what's called cut my hair since he got a crush on me, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pay the man. I'm gonna pay the man. I should dye my hair. But yeah, I just did like a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't go on vacation this year, but best believe when my job starts to offer time off, I will be there. I'm gonna be there. Like, you feel me? Period. I'm gonna be there taking time off, and I'm gonna go take my vacation in. But I've did like everything. I've like planned my vacation. Did I plan my vacation? I did not plan my vacation. Fuck me. So I'm going on vacation. Because I've worked so hard this year, and I've worked so much on me that it's like literally ridiculous. I've come more into myself without the filter. Like, I don't no longer feel like I need to put a filter over my stuff. And I've accepted that my family may not love me like I want them to love me, or even care about me like I want them to care about me. And that's fine. Or may even understand me. But I've validated myself so much over the past decade, like having to validate myself, that now it's just like, okay, cool beans. You don't want to validate me, cool, because I'm gonna validate me for myself. And it just is what it is. I'm probably gonna keep a shortcut. I'm probably gonna go wavy, but I want to do this wave tutorial. I saw this little boy, he did this whole wave tutorial. I want to do it so bad, y'all. But yeah, cause I want to do it. That's what I want to do. But yeah, just my whole decade has been like of growing. Like, I remember I used to want to fight everybody. Now I be trying to avoid fights because I know me, and I'll be the bitch ass. I gotta. I know I be like, I be trying to avoid fights and I'll be the bitch ass, but I really will. And I don't got time to be going to jail. Like, I'm matured. Like, my whole mindset is that. Remember when I used to be 16 and want a baby? Like, look at me now. I'll be like, fucking kids. Fucking kids. Fucking kids. Shit. So, yeah. That's just it. This is the look. I'm not done yet. For 2020, I want to go and talk about what my plans are. I plan on opening up my business, moving to Texas, or opening up a couple of businesses. Keeping my little job I have now. Keep my little job I have now. Move to Texas, and if I can't, then I'm still moving to Texas, because it's the same way you can move to Texas without a money or a job, honey, because trust and believe me, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, I'm going to Texas. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just it. That's my 2019 in a nutshell. Like, it was very eventful. I wish I could go into details, like, more of the events that happened, but I'm at 37 minutes now. And, like, I haven't even told y'all, like, all the details, but, yeah, I didn't get pregnant this year. You know, I stopped drinking as much alcohol as I used to do over the years. Over, like, the past 2 years. I've budgeted. I've supported black businesses. Like, I've literally put money in. I literally put my money in black businesses. And private businesses, because I know some of y'all, I told y'all I was going to put money in. But I have. You know what I'm saying? I've been honest. I've been realistic. I've been loved. I've learned how not to use manipulation to get what I want. To actually work hard. I've worked hard. I've dealt with myself. I've, dealt with the emotions that come with me. And I've learned how to accept me for me and love me for me without the filter and without all the extra BS that comes with it. Because people will try to make you feel like you're the worst person in the world if you allow them to. But if you don't, then they'll like try to scrutinize you and shit like that. And when it's all said and done, like, if you love yourself, you'll be A-okay. And I know it sounds cliche to say, but if it is what it is. Yeah, so 2019 has been really good to me. I'm excited for 2020. I'm actually prepared for 2020, like, mentally, emotionally, and everything else. Like, I've given people a chance to, like, clear their name up or whatever before 2020. They haven't wanted to clear it up, and I was like, I'm not going to beg you to clear up nothing. You feel like you don't have to clear up nothing, that's fine. We won't be talking in 2020. I've learned how to be alone. I've learned how to be self-sufficient, how to figure shit out. When it's hard, when it doesn't look easy, when it's not appeasing, when it's not cute anymore, when it's like fall in love with the process of things more so than the actual fall in love with the process of things more so than the actual just like end goal of things, like the glorified part of the things. Because it's certain things that, like, people are like, oh my gosh, you should be so proud of yourself because of this. And I'm like, I didn't like how I went through that process. I want to go through the process in a better way. And I've just, like, really grown. So that's just it. Like, it's been looking more like I used to, like, I'm going to end on this. growing up, I used to have so much death over me, like so much shit that was spoken over me that I would actually believe like you're ugly, you're dumb, you're a whore, you're like a whole bunch of other stuff. And then coming into this year as an adult and everything else, it's like I've taken those things off of me. I've taken death off of me. You know what I'm saying? And I have so much life in me. It's just ridiculous. Like the amount of life I have in me is crazy. Cause life can get crazy for you. But no, like just like really crazy. Like I've taken like the curses off of me. I've taken off the generational curses. I've taken off everything. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, shit. Damn. Make it look like it's easy to do when they be doing. You see? See? This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Alright, so here we go. So, yeah. I used to have so much stuff around me, like people talking down, people talking negative, people like, oh, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna be able to do that, da 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 da, like giving their opinions or whatever, or they small time opinions. Like even people who are close to me who like have my best interests at heart, like even though they have my best interests at heart, at the end of the day, like some of the stuff I say scares them, so they get scared and they like try to warn me, like don't do that, like oh no, I wouldn't do that if I was you, and this is that and the third. But it's like you lived your life, I have to live mine. And now I have so much life around me, it's ridiculous. And I know myself now to the point where all I can do is just get better from here. And I'm like ready to take on, I don't want to say anything, but I'm ready to take on whatever life may be throwing at me now. Because it wasn't until I was getting ready to my 2019 yearbook. Not yearbook, but like photo book, because I do one every year. Starting from 2018, like I said before. That I seen the progress that I made, and I was like, I really did a lot of shit this year. And I really am proud of myself because I did a lot of personal growth, spiritual growth, mental growth. Like, I ain't beat nobody up this year. I ain't really been, like, fussing and arguing. And I really dealt with myself. And I got to the point where now, self-love, I feel like the best thing I did this year was work on self. And I got this whole death cloud from over me, like from holding on to people's expectations and realities and what they expected from me and how they wanted me to maneuver and how they wanted me to be. And now I can truly, honestly be myself without filter, without problem, without anything. And I just love me now. And I feel like that's the best thing I've ever done. And it's not the job. It's not the, it's not getting over the ex. It's like really just falling in love with myself and rediscovering who I am as an adult, or discovering who I am as an adult, you know, in my 20s. Because there's going to be times in life where you have to go do this and taking a big risk. Like, I'm moving to Texas in 6 months. This is a big jump for me. And I'm doing it. I'm like doing it. And I want to be by myself. And I've mastered self-love so much that it doesn't even bother me to be by myself. Like, yeah, sometimes I get horny, I want to fuck some shit, whatever. But I haven't even been, like, active like that. Or even, like, present. And I have made more connections with people, like, real friendships and shit like that, than I have done anything else. And it just makes my day because it's like, wow, like, I really did that. Like, I went from the girl who was... everything is everybody else's fault and da 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 da, to take responsibility for the things that I can take responsibility for, growing as a person, loving myself, learning to love me and understand me to enough to a point where it's not, or I'm not toxic and I'm not bleeding out on people emotionally anymore. Like, yes, I may have my days and I'm not good or whatever and I want to talk to somebody, but as far as keeping fake friends and toxic things around me, like, that's no longer around me. Like, I feel life around me. I feel joy. I feel love. I feel in myself. Like, I wake up every morning, even when I don't look at me, I'm like, damn, girl, you sexy as shit. Like, it don't even matter. Like, you ain't even look at me. Like, you're sexy as shit. And I've accepted me, and I've learned how to accept truths, and what people say, like, don't even bother me no more. I be like, oh, that's cute. And, you know, just, like, saving money, getting my shit together, and loving me properly. So, yeah, I'm happy. Honestly and truly. Love you. That's just it. Whoa. Hit the whoa. Hit the whoa. Hit the whoa. I'm going to show y'all. Am I going to show y'all a picture? I'm probably not. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, this is the look right now. this is the look right now. My hair is in the process of getting like, I don't know, just covered, because I don't like to have my hair out before I actually go out, because I like to lay down. But yeah, this is the look. Highlight popping, as it's popping. I look popping. I ain't even dressed yet, y'all, but when I put on some clothes, I'm finna get up and kill it and kill it and kill it. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope if you stayed to the end, tell me how y'all 2019 was, because I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what turns you on. Yeah, that's my vision board over there, y'all. And I worked hard to get that shit done. I worked hard to get that shit done. That shit had to be done by today. Most of that shit is done. Some of it is can't do because it's shit that's out of my control. But for the most part, most of that shit is done. Most of that shit is done. Like finito. Finito. Done. 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 But yeah, that's it. With that being said, hope you guys have a great new year. I hope that you guys have New Year's resolution that you're keeping up with. Hope that you guys have actually prepared for 2019, for 2020. Because if you weren't preparing for 2019, for 2020 and 2019, you will be behind. And because when you get to 2020, you gotta start preparing for 2021 and 2020, like first quarter. Like I'm just saying, you know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you guys. And I want to say thank you for following me, supporting me, and being there for me, like just there. Trust and believe me. You're gonna need me. But no, yes, I really thank you for everybody who's been around me, for the friends who I've lost, whatever. Like, I want to thank everybody for just a great decade, a great year, for everything from the ups and downs. And I really hope you guys are like really litty, everything litty. Yeah, but yeah, bye. Love you guys. Yeah, love you guys.